Yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. That there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. I hope everybody's had a beautiful Monday, May the 6th, 2024. Rainy day, ugly, turned out to be an ugly day, at least in the afternoon into the evening. But we probably needed that rain because it was dry as hell the last couple of weeks. But anyway, before we get down to business, I got to give my shout outs. Heather's Craft Haven on TikTok, and we got that merch coming. Tell you that you should see that merch by around the beginning of June. And Too Tough Sports, that Madden Gamer League where the games are broadcasted on Twitch. If you think you a gamer, you think you a baller, you think you a MF and shot caller, come to Too Tough. Hashtag Suge Knight. But I had a very good weekend. Did the shoot on Saturday. Played with the kids. Made tacos for Cinco de Fight. Sunday I ain't do nothing. All I did Sunday was cook. That's it. All I did Sunday was cook. But we're gonna get to it. We are gonna get to it. It's playoff time. We now in the NBA. We now have 8 teams left. Everybody's officially in the second round. As I bring my bro to the screen, I know you seeing the Eagles flag, but what up, homie?
What's good with you?
Hey, look, man, I did that reaction Joe last night because I was itching to listen to this.
Listen to me, nigga.
I was listening.
When it come to playing this shit, nigga, like especially if it's like timed or some shit, if you don't remind me, nigga, I'll be in the zone in this bitch, bro. So I apologize for missing that shit yesterday, though, bro. Yeah, but nigga,
Drake dropped one yesterday too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Drake out here fucking with little kids allegedly. I don't want to listen to no kids.
And basically, all his because I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and the notification came to my phone, and I listened to that shit, and I was like, it's not bad, but he seemed really on the defensive.
Well, of course you're gonna be on the defensive. You out here talking about you out here messing with little kids like Diddy and shit. But I mean, and then they coming with receipts. You know the internet is quick on your ass too, bro. People out here coming with receipts about Millie Bobby and Haley, whatever her name is.
Yikes. Allegedly.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But what we're going to talk about tonight is the NBA playoffs, second round of the playoffs. Also, I want to get into the Los Angeles Lakers firing Darvin Ham. I don't like it one bit. I will explain why a little later.
They played the Denver Nuggets, bro.
I will get there. Exactly. We'll get there. As well as the Tom Brady roast that happened last night. I don't know if you saw any of that, Sean.
I don't want to give a shit. Nigga, I ain't want to watch Tom Brady playing football, especially don't want to watch him outside.
That's another thing. I didn't watch the whole thing neither. That's but it came to my phone and I watched. They had like it was a video on gave you about a good 15 minutes of I guess the best parts that Netflix ended up blocking a couple hours later. But it was a trip. Kim Kardashian got booed. I thought that was special. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that later as well.
Anyway.
And of course, we will revisit this rap beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake as it has gone personal. Stephen A. Smith said on damn First Take, there was on Kendrick Lamar, Drake, stop. It's gotten too personal. Bro, stay with First Take, nigga. Let the rap beef niggas, even though I don't know if you watch Nightcap, they talk about that shit on the they've been talking about that shit on the regular. Shannon Sharp and Ocho.
Talking about Shannon Sharp and Ocho.
Yeah, they've been talking about that shit on the regular. Shannon want to be a Mr. Do It All. He want to keep up with everything. I ain't mad at him. You
got to. You can't. If you doing the independent shit by yourself like that, you gotta hit all avenues, my boy.
I love Shannon. Yeah. But it's funny because Ocho, you can see Ocho's energy just gets up when you start talking about that rap beef shit because he's just consistent with saying, but he's enjoying it. But the second round of the playoffs, everybody has advanced. Yesterday, Game 7, Cleveland took out Orlando. Scrap. I didn't realize Orlando's team was that good. They had another young and up-and-coming team. So they were the last first-round series to close. They play the Boston Celtics. We'll visit that series in a couple of seconds. But the second-round game started on Saturday night. The Minnesota Timberwolves were playing at the Denver Nuggets, a series I said that I could not fucking wait for. And Anthony Edwards. I'm going to say it one more time. Anthony Edwards outdueled Jokic. The Minnesota Timberwolves won by 9. He outdueled Jokic.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards, man. Now I think some people are going a little too far because I would like to see him win before we start calling him the next Jordan and Kobe. He certainly has the skills to do it, but I would like to see some accomplishments come with it. But allow me to say this.
Mm-hmm.
The Minnesota Timberwolves, they got the team, they got the squad, they literally have the personnel. They could win the whole fucking thing this year. They could win the whole fucking thing. And Minnesota was number 1 in the West for the majority of the season. It was when Cat got hurt that they just dropped a couple of games, and they dropped from first to third, but the separation between first and third was literally one game. So it's not like, this is why that this is his team, because when Cat got hurt, they didn't fall off. Like when Embiid got hurt for Philly fell off. But that didn't happen when Cat got hurt. But I didn't believe in Minnesota until I watched them play without Cat. And I looked at their roster. I'm like, for one, they're the best defensive team in the league. You got a superstar and a closer in Anthony Edwards. You got another all-star in Cat. You got a defensive superstar in Rudy Gobert. And where Denver could be in trouble is because you have 3 legitimate big guys, 6'10" and up, that you can throw at Jokic. Gobert can't handle him one-on-one by himself, but he doesn't have to. Because you can they started off with Cat on him. Then they put Gobert. Then that dude off the bench, Naz Reid, they're going to have a problem in a couple of years because they're going to have to pay that dude. That dude, Naz Reid, is a starter on 85% of the teams. That motherfucker can play. You throw all of that at Cat. Jamal Murray, what I love about Ant-Man is he took the challenge. Give me Jamal Murray. Give me that nigga. I'm going to guard him. No points in the first half for Jamal Murray. None. He got going a little bit, but I hope Tony comes on here to talk about this because Tony was picking Denver, as did I, because he said one of the wild cards that Minnesota wouldn't have an answer for was Aaron Gordon. You couldn't find that nigga. You couldn't find Aaron Gordon on Saturday night. They held Denver under 100 points. These playoffs are making me fall in love with the NBA all over again because the defense is such a priority. And all of the teams that are left in the playoffs were top in defense in the league. Denver, the Timberwolves, Oklahoma City, Dallas was top in the second half of the season. New York, only team that's a horrible defensive team is Indiana. That's left. It's the Pacers. That's it. But Boston and Cleveland, another defensive team. But Anthony Edwards, Sean, I know that's your new favorite player. What's up?
Bro, I just was recently, because like I said, I don't really fuck with basketball like that until playoff time. That's when I get into it. But just recently, man, I caught that man highlights, when I go on my little deep dives on YouTube and shit like that. And I was looking at the way that motherfucker, you see people highlights and shit like that, and you're like, oh, okay, man, it's the good parts of their game and shit like that, of course. But some people highlights be like, okay, and you be like, man, that's nigga tough. But watching this motherfucker rise up and dunk on motherfuckers and crossover, I ain't really think, cause nowadays when you see a motherfucker that athletic and dunking on motherfuckers like that, you're like, well, of course he can't really shoot like that, you know what I mean? But watching this motherfucker with his post moves and his fucking turnaround and his mannerism on how he dribbled that ball, and I ain't know he was a 2 guard. I mean, I can see why they talk about him as Michael Jordan, because a lot of his mannerisms and the way that he moves is Jordan-esque. You know what I'm saying? When he do the shit, and being only 22, that's crazy. I love a motherfucker who can play defense too. I love a motherfucker with a killer mentality. That is why I always follow Kobe Bryant. And watching this motherfucker ball, just really turning on the playoffs and looking at him ball, it's like, God damn, this motherfucker really is sweet. So, it makes me want to watch basketball again, you know what I'm saying, and follow somebody like that, because I like motherfuckers with killer mentalities when it comes to basketball. I don't want to see all that crying shit when it, you ain't get no fouls and none of that shit. I like to see a motherfucker get aggressive. I like to see a motherfucker talk shit, nigga, all that shit, bro. That's the shit that get me excited, and that motherfucker bring a lot to basketball and shit like that, And you need a face like that. They tried to give it to Ja Morant, but he fucking up.
Yeah, he messed up.
Yeah, he fucked that shit up for himself. Yeah, so you really need somebody to take control over the league, because ain't nobody following Kawhi Leonard or, LeBron on his way out the door and shit like that. So you need a young face, and bro, hey, that motherfucker it to me. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so I really fuck with Anthony Edwards when it comes to that. So I know they got their game today. I'm definitely gonna have that shit tuned up so I can watch that shit, bro.
Yeah. I mean, because now with the NBA being such international league now, you got two faces of the league. You got to have your American face of the league, and now you got to have your international face of the league. They want the international face is right now Jokic. Right now is Jokic.
Yeah. I think Luka gonna take that.
Huh?
I think Luka gonna take that.
Luka got to win for him to take it from either Luka from Jokic or Giannis. He got to win.
Yeah, of course you got to win.
Yeah. But you're right. They wanted to give it to Ja Morant, but he wanted to be out here thugging. It's too late.
Too late.
He had a window. He had about a 2-year window. He chose to be. He didn't make good decisions. Let me just put it that way. He didn't make good decisions. And then on top of that, he was between the suspension. He was injured. He only played a handful of games this season. Anthony Edwards has taken off. And his team is better than Memphis's team. I mean, they are. And like now they talk shit. They talk shit on the court. They ain't going off the court and talking a whole bunch of
that's what I mean.
A whole bunch like the Grizzlies were doing. Like the Grizzlies was talking a bunch of shit off the court too.
Yeah,
Minnesota just meets you on the court.
Keep it on the court. Yeah, keep it on the court. That's what we here for.
but now let's get into brass tacks. Denver is a champion. Now Minnesota has stolen home court, but Denver has got to be careful because if you really look at the Nuggets this playoffs, they've been behind. They've been trailing in the majority of the playoffs. I was saying this last show. I said, how the hell the Lakers lead? The Lakers have the lead 80% of the series and win one fucking game. You know, like how do you do that?
It's because you wear them down. Yeah, that's what I think.
But again, those three bigs that you can throw at Jokic. The last time a series, playoffs, Jokic was in a playoff series where he was legitimately not shut down but bothered. He had to exert a whole lot of energy. Was in the bubble when they played the Lakers. Why? Because you had Anthony Davis, you had JaVale McGee, and you had Dwight Howard. You could throw all of them at him at some point in time. Nobody in the 21 and 22, Jamal Murray was hurt. They need him, of course. Last year, everybody's helped that they win the championship. The Nuggets have to win. They have to win tonight. If you lose both games in at home and then go back to Minnesota, you might get swept. Now, Rudy Gobert may not play tonight because he just had the birth of his first child. Nobody's going to fault him for that. I'm not going to fault him for that, especially since you've already won game one. You've already stolen home court. You've accomplished your goal being the road team in the first two games. Your goal is to steal one game on the road and then handle business when you get it home. So Gobert doesn't play tonight. Man, it's his first kid. We both parents. We both know how that felt. You know, we won't miss it for the world. Denver has to get off to better starts. Because Minnesota started off the bat 18-4. Now Denver came back and appeared to have command of the game, but you got to use so much energy just to catch back up, even in a three-point era, even a three-point era that we're in with the NBA. In the playoffs, all that shit slows down. So I'm gonna pick Denver to win tonight, but if they don't, they might get swept.
It's a problem. It's like you said, man, they got all them bodies to go at Jokic, man. And it's like you need that to wear him down because he's a machine. And you want that shit to go through Aaron Gordon's hands. Are you joking? That's what I want when you got all them other superstars on that team that can take over the game. So yeah, you definitely have a good chance of having them three bodies there to go up against Jokic. And yeah, the man got a kid coming up. Yeah, you got to be there, first baby. You got to celebrate that.
Yeah, so if you can take one, you can take that to three bodies, from three bodies to two at least for a game. Then then Denver should have the advantage. But again, the best player on the court, at least Saturday night, was Anthony Edwards, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah, real talk.
It wasn't even close. Now to the next series in the West, the youth movement is here in the NBA. It's just here. I mean, no LeBron, no KD, no Steph Curry. Round one is over. The NBA is going to be just fine. They're going to be fine because you got your new young superstars. Oklahoma City, youngest team in the league, number one seed in the West. They've been off for about a week because they swept New Orleans. They're going up against Dallas, who dispatched to the Clippers in Game 6 on Friday. I was rooting for the Clippers, but when I saw Kyrie started doing what he do, when Uncle Drew turned into Uncle Drew, I was This nigga. I was like, he's still that nigga.
That's what I told you. Nobody want to see these old motherfuckers no more. Kawhi, Paul fucking George, goddamn Russell Westbrook. Man, that time is over with, man. It is a youth movement, man, and you got it on full display right now.
Well, the problem with the Clippers is that James Harden turned into playoff James Harden.
Yeah,
that's what he do. This is why probably no other team is going to want him. The Clippers are probably stuck with him because ain't nobody else going to want him. He's burned so many bridges in the NBA, and then when it matters the most, he never shows the fuck up. A nigga will take Westbrook before they take Harden because Westbrook play every game like Game 7.
Yeah, Harden does the same thing every year. He flames out in the playoffs, man. He shows it time and time again. And I mean, what else can you do, bro? You'd have been everywhere. You'd have had the team to yourself. You'd have been a role player on the fucking team. I mean, what else can you do, bro?
No, it's real talk. And the Clippers are opening a new $1 billion arena next year. They made a mistake, and I hate to say this, but they made a mistake because I'm all about. I love seeing the players get their money, but in mid-season, they signed Kawhi Leonard to a 3-year, $150 million extension.
Yikes!
Damn. And he was playing every game, and then right on cue, that train is never late. It's the playoffs, and he can't play. Now he done kind of fucked up your salary cap again. Harden's a free agent. Paul George is a free agent.
Why would you continue to do that? Why would you continue to do that when that man time and time again show you what kind of person he is, bro? Like that's like them paying Sam Bradford, bro. Like he guaranteed to be on the sideline. Like why you keep paying this dude, bro?
Yeah, they could have had, they could have totally rebuilt. But I mean, I semi understand because, okay, you're finally separating yourself from the Lakers as far as your arena that you're playing in. You want to have some sort of star power. But when the game matters most, the Clippers have been head and shoulders better than the Lakers for the better part of the last decade. But since Kawhi Leonard has been there, the first season was great before the pandemic. After that, he ain't been dependable. And I don't think Paul George is coming back because the Clippers aren't giving him a max contract. They're not. They're talking about Paul George maybe going to New York or Philadelphia. I would, if I was Philly, I would think about that if I was Philadelphia, just because Maxi's not ready to be the face of the franchise yet. And Embiid is damn near like Kawhi Leonard. And Maxi's a great player, but he's not ready for the face of the franchise yet because this is why. When Embiid got hurt, the Sixers plummeted. If you that dude, you at least keep them treading water until Embiid gets back. If you that dude, so I don't think he's ready yet. Paul George would be the third option, and that's a good third option to have for when Embiid misses games, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. The thumbs up I give him over Kawhi is that at least he'll play through pain. I mean, this man had Bell's palsy, half his face drooping. He damn near having a stroke on the basketball court, dropping 50. If Kawhi Leonard, as soon as the knee starts flaring up, I mean, it's not my pain tolerance, it's not my body, but it's just the Clippers have had 11 playoff games the last 2 seasons. Kawhi's played in 3. That should tell you all you need to know. But I think OKC versus Dallas. Oh, this is tough because OKC is the youngest team in the league. They're well rested, but I'm going to have to slightly go with Dallas because Dallas has a little more size. Now, I could be wrong. I mean, I ain't going to be mad. I wouldn't be mad if Oklahoma City won because I fuck with SGA too. Ant-Man is getting all of the attention, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a monster. My boy averaged 30 this season for a reason. So I mean that he's that dude. He's that dude as well. Another young dude. And look, that's who the Clippers traded to get Paul George. They traded SGA to get Paul George.
I know they mad. They mad.
Yep.
That's the thing about it though. That's the thing about trading these young that's almost there but unproven players to get these known commodities for right now kind of thing. If that shit don't pan out, man, that shit can set your franchise back for a minute, bro.
Oh, we about to get into that with the Lakers. Just give me a second. Hey, Boogie, what up, homie?
What's good, family?
We talking about these playoffs, man.
Yeah, I'm about to watch my boys get sent home, or at least watch the highlights in the morning. I don't know which.
Which boys getting sent home? This is the second round now.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to. One of my best friend, his team is the Knicks, so I'm like, all right, let's see what's happening. But the Knicks are +6 everywhere, so
Yeah, this is game one of that series. I was just getting ready to get into that series. That's an interesting series because the Pacers don't play defense. Yeah. But if the Knicks can, it's hard not to like. New York is like a lovable squad now because you got all them fucking Villanova niggas. You got all of them. That's why niggas was criticizing the Philadelphia fans for really not showing up. And I was watching a couple of sports shows. It was like, man, ain't that we ain't want to show up. It's just we seen the same rinse and repeat every year with the Phillies. I mean, with the 76ers getting sent home in the first and second round. Plus, and what I add to it is that, bro, the nucleus of the Knicks are niggas who won championships for the city of Philadelphia. You're not going to root against them dudes with so much. Brunson, Hart, and DiVincenzo, they won championships, plural, in Philadelphia. Right around the time when Philly was kind of considered as title town. You had Nova winning a chip. The Eagles winning a chip right after that, and then 2 months later, Nova winning another chip. And it was with these niggas. It was with these niggas. So, I mean, it is what it is, but they got to slow the Pacers down because the Pacers, they don't play defense, but they can play the shit out of some offense.
We're going to see what happened tonight.
And just that New York fan base is so funny because they so fucking dramatic. Spike Lee getting up, slapping players on the ass, cussing their officials out.
That's Spike Lee though. He did that all the time.
Yeah, they said Tracy Morgan after the Sixers beat him in Game 5. Tracy Morgan looked at Tyrese Maxey and flicked him off.
That man, wow.
So
who you got for the Nuggets game?
We was just talking about that. I think Denver's going to win tonight because you may not have Rudy Gobert playing tonight because he just had the birth of his first child. I'm not going to criticize that. That's your first kid.
I guess that's more important than the playoffs. Yeah.
I guess.
I'm playing.
Hey, nah, you heard this right now. I'm just playing. Who you got for that game?
I was gonna say Denver for sure.
Who do you think's gonna win the series?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and just watch.
No. Who do you think's gonna win the series? Come on now.
I would like to say Denver. Their performance against the Lakers, I was convinced that they got a shot against the Timberwolves. We'll see.
I know Sean is picking Minnesota because Anthony Edwards is his new favorite player.
Which
absolutely.
All right, I know this is off topic, low key off topic, but for whatever reason, on my feed last night, I forget if it was Facebook or Instagram, but Jordan came out. He was like, "I got a bunch of kids everywhere," and people are drawing conclusions that Anthony Edwards is somehow his secret kid.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Michael Jordan.
Where's Robert when you need him? Ask Robert.
I'm like, hey, yo.
He did say that a week ago. He said when I was with the Wizards, because that's when he had just broke up. When he was with the Wizards those 2 years in 01 and 02, 01 through 03, he was fucking. He said straight up, he said, I was having sex with a lot of women. He said, I know I got other kids out there. I just can't. He said, I can't find them.
I mean, and hey, bro, and sooner or later, one of them go show the fuck up and be balling like that. If he really got kids out there, why not Ant?
He probably strategically waited. That's what that is. That's a strategic move right there.
He's praying to God that if he has some miscellaneous children out there, he praying today in the NBA because they ain't gonna come asking him for no damn child support. That child support.
Right. I wouldn't.
Especially if it's Anthony Edwards. Yeah, he gonna look like because this people, Michael Jordan gets a pass for everything. If Anthony Edwards was his kid, we're not gonna say, man, Michael Jordan was a deadbeat dad. We're gonna say, I knew it. That nigga's too good. I knew it.
All the comments on these posts, ain't nobody saying Michael Jordan is a deadbeat dad. Everybody trying to draw conclusions between him and players. I'm like, yo, we missing the point here. My man's a deadbeat.
Yeah.
He's a jerk and a deadbeat.
Because it was one lady, I want to say this was about 10, 11 years ago, who did come out public and say, nah, Michael Jordan is my kid's dad. She gave the time, the date, the place. She's like, I didn't have sex with nobody else. Once I didn't have sex with nobody else around that time period. And what did Michael do? You think anybody criticized Mike? Like some niggas, Michael Jordan is that nigga who get a pass for everything. Michael
Basketball
Jordan wrote
Drake.
a $10 million check, gave her that gone now money, and you ain't never hear from him.
What's that 50 Cent line? Have a baby by me, baby. Who the hell cares? Write the check before the baby comes.
Yeah,
that's right.
Write the check before the baby comes.
Have a baby by me. Who the hell cares? Have a baby by me. Write a check. Be a millionaire. Go on now.
Exactly.
That's what the rich motherfucker doing. Here's your money. Go on now.
Yeah.
Sign this shit paper. Go on now.
He probably saw a picture and was like, close enough. Here you go.
my lawyer gonna send you some paperwork, sign your name, you'll get your money.
That nigga say,
Exactly.
what size shoe does he wear? A 13? Close enough. All right. Okay.
All right.
Have my people get in contact with her people. All right. All right. You know, give him a little bit of stock and jump, man. They would say I was a good dad.
That's crazy.
Michael Jordan probably got 15 kids out there somewhere. The five that we do know he got. And then he probably got 10 more out there in Chicago, Detroit, Washington, LA, New York. Everybody. But
Just praying that a few of them in the league.
I guarantee, boy, if Anthony Edwards was to find out, nigga, like I said, nobody would call him a deadbeat. They would make Jordan be like the greatest nut buster, the greatest hit it and quit it nigga in history.
But you know the super rise of Ant Edwards, if that was the case though, that boy is what? Boy, baby Jesus.
Automatic extension.
Automatic.
The only way that Jordan would get criticized if Anthony Edwards said, "Where were you my whole life?" Then everybody would be like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, Jordan got to call him on the back line like, "Hey, yo, let's talk real quick."
That's the next 30 for 30.
I could hook you up with Larsa Pippen.
Oh, that's terrible.
She used to watch my kids, then she started fucking my son. But who do you think is going to win the New York Indiana series, Aaron?
I'm gonna go with Knicks. I'm gonna go with the Knicks for right now. I got no evidence other than I'm just rooting for them. We're gonna see what happens.
I'm pretty much with you on that.
I gotta watch.
I think to me it's just the Knicks. If the Knicks stay disciplined with their defense, they should. I mean, they're playing right now. They should, but I don't know. Indiana, that offense, they kind of worry me. They do kind of worry me. Now the last series is Boston versus Cleveland. The Donovan Mitchell who showed up in Game 5 and Game 6. That's in Game 6 and Game 7. That's the Donovan Mitchell that need to be there for the rest of the playoffs. 50 in Game 6, even in a loss. 39 in Game 7 in a win. I like that matchup with the. I like the way they match up with the Celtics because what you gonna do when Derek White when Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Elmer Fudd ain't making all of them threes? What you gonna do? Oh, you know, Derek White, nigga look like Elmer Fudd. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? I can pull up a picture.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, man.
But
I got you, man.
But they got Porzingis is hurt right now. Porzingis is hurt, but Cleveland needs to get Allen back. They need to get Allen back. My nigga who looked like Afro Thunder off of the box.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
What is it, Jared Allen?
Jared Allen, yeah.
Yeah.
They need to get Jared Allen back because they're gonna need just to have the inside advantage over them because Donovan Mitchell, Garland, Mobley is 7'2". Karis LeVert coming off the bench. They got a squad, and they could really scare. They could really scare the hell out of Boston. You know, if not take them out. Like I said, when them threes don't fall, you know they're easily beatable. When them threes don't fall, they're easily beatable. Or the Pacers playing like they mean it right now.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. The Pacers playing like they mean it. But Aaron, that's the first time I had you on wax in about a week. Odell Beckham, bro. Remember when he was talking about Miami getting Odell Beckham by?
Yeah, I remember. And I very I strategically remember calling him Did I call him a bum or did I say
Yeah,
he was like,
it was around that.
I,
It was around that.
I feel like I called him recyclable gold. You know what I'm saying? Because now that he with us, look, OBJ, he good for it. But no, I think it's a great strategic pickup along with the tight ends that we picked up, and
See how the
free
shit changed when he
agency.
gets signed? Sean, you see that?
No,
You see how the shit changed when he signed?
I don't think it was a bad thing to have a
No,
third,
I don't think it,
even if you make.
yeah,
Yeah, even if it's the third like wide receiver on their team and shit like that, Odell, I mean, a serviceable dude. I'm pretty sure he can still, run routes and shit like that. I mean, with Tyreek Hill and goddamn Waddle on the outside, that's pretty good to get your ass open through the middle of the field. So
I'm just messing with him for the money that they signed him for. That to me is
for the money they signed. Phenomenal catch.
And the good thing that you have is that you have three guys that could play outside, and all three of those guys could play the slot too.
Yeah.
It's just Odell stay healthy because he proved last year. I mean, the Ravens paid him $15 million for 500 yards.
I mean, technically, even if he doesn't, we still got Berrios, who subbed in a little bit for us this past.
Do y'all still got Berrios?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he re-signed with us.
Okay, so that's your fourth wide receiver. Did y'all let Cedric Wilson go?
I'd have to double check. I'm not sure, but
I was going to say that's a lot now. I mean,
yeah, that'd be too many folks. But
maybe Cedric Wilson can go back to Dallas like Zeke did. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm actually I'm surprised they re-signed that guy. But shout out to Dallas. Keep doing your thing.
Tony, you watching, bring your ass on here because Tony was talking at the end of last week's show. Tony was talking cash shit about the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, now that we can play videos, I can find receipts. Oh, yes, I can.
This man should be clipping it. Now we gotta be careful. Be clipping. Yeah,
he gonna be clipping B. He gonna be clipping B. Hell no, nigga. I'm writing the contract on your ass.
Never saw him there.
Yeah, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody see what's happening on my team right now. I ain't really got to speak on it because I'm just going to wait until the motherfuckers hit field because injuries are a motherfucker. So I don't want to talk shit yet. And then who knows how motherfuckers blend with the fucking coordinators and with the team. And you can be a superstar all you want to on paper, nigga. That shit don't mean shit unless you get on that field to prove that shit. So everybody see what we doing. Everything looking good right now. But hey, motherfucker, we'll see when we in Brazil week 1 against the Packers. Then I'll talk shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Just don't drink the water.
What? Yeah.
I heard the water ain't like.
No,
is that Mexico?
That's a whole different country.
I was gonna say that's Mexico. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me, Brazil. I'm sorry.
Boy, you tough.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. So Aaron, did you happen to catch the any of the Tom Brady roast last night?
I don't mess with Tom Brady, so not really. I don't like
understand.
That dude.
I understand.
We don't fuck with Thomas.
I understand. I understand.
But you watched it?
No. I saw. I got the notification. I got the notification to my phone. You know what?
I personally feel like it was premature because when did he officially retire? It was last year, right?
At the end of the 2022 season.
22. I feel like it would have been better to wait till closer to when he was going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. To me personally, I just feel like now this is just publicity to
it's because we ain't talking about Tom Brady. Let's fucking talk about Tom Brady about something like the fuck, dude.
Like, why would I
sit your ass down?
Nobody cares, dude.
Well, Kevin Hart hosted it. It was like Thomas. It was like 3 hours too. What up, dude? He came and slapped the hell out of my hat. What up, dude?
What up, big man?
Hey! You better get in that bed, cook. Yeah, you better get in that bed, shout.
Yeah, my 30 minutes bedtime.
Get ready for school.
Go start up the shower water.
Okay.
All right. Kevin Hart was the host. Like I said, the joint went for like 3 hours. So even if I did go to Netflix and watch, I wasn't gonna watch the whole damn 3 hours. But it was some really, I couldn't believe. I mean, even though I know what a roast is and I know what you're getting yourself into, I couldn't believe the stuff that they were saying. I was like, is Tom Brady really gonna sit here and take that? He did get mad at one dude. One dude made a joke about Bob Kraft, the massage thing. And he came up and whispered into his ear, but the microphone called it. He said, "Don't you say that shit again." That's what Tom Brady said to do.
Yeah, that's it. Home on his ass.
But Kevin Hart was like, Tom Brady's wife was cheating on him with the karate dude, with the dude who was with the martial arts karate dude. He said, Giselle told Tom Brady, "You either retire or we're done." He said, "You retire or we're done." And he said, "I got to do what I got to do." Kevin Hart said, "That's the definition of real nigga shit." He said, "That's real nigga shit." He said, "I went 8-9, and all it did was cost me my family. Who cares?" He said, "I came back to 8-9, and it cost me my family." He said, and then he said, "Meanwhile, the karate dude is laying pipe to my wife." I'm like,
yeah, hey.
They be gruesome, bro. Who would sit there and take that shit, bro?
They be
Who would sit there and take that shit? That must have been some kind of ritual.
That's exactly
that what the fuck that was.
Kim Kardashian got up there and they booed her. Yeah. Kevin Hart had to come on the mic and tell everybody to stop.
Who they boo?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh.
Kim Kardashian. And then Tom Brady got on the mic and said something about Kim Kardashian because everybody know they've been fucking. Everybody know that they was, they've been.
Yeah, I know.
I thought he was friends with you.
This came out like the middle of last season that they was fucking with each other.
Oh man, I don't follow Tom Brady. I don't follow Thomas.
It comes from my phone, bro. Well, Tom Brady said to Kim Kardashian, he said she's scared to death right now, not of a roast, but she's scared to death because she had to leave their kids at home with their daddy. I said, ooh, that was a Kanye shot.
Them Hollywood folks, they ruthless.
That's their initiation.
They are. Julian Edelman called him a vampire. Said your face don't move, and I'm like, hey, he telling too many secrets. You're like, you telling too many secrets.
Them niggas probably are aliens or some shit from some goddamn where. Who the fuck knows? They're weird as fuck.
Like I was surprised because, like, from the 15 minutes that I saw, most people was going in on his wife. They was going in on his marriage situation. Kevin Hart said that Giselle is probably here tonight as Antonio Brown's +1.
They be taking shots that they know is real.
Yeah. He had Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick come up and kind of embrace each other. And he yelled, a black man was able to pull this off. Bill Belichick said he couldn't argue with Tom so much because he couldn't never meet Tom face to face because his head was always so far up his ass. I like Belichick been holding that shit. He was holding that shit for a long time.
He said, "Oh, I get to talk shit about it? What sign up at? Send me the DocuSign right now."
He wasn't even on the lineup. He paid to be there.
Yeah, exactly. He came on his own dollar.
He said, "Nigga, I pay y'all. Well, send me your cash app."
Hey, he ain't a coach neither, so he don't give a fuck.
Hell no, he can wait to talk shit about Thomas.
Yep. But
Tommy.
But yeah, I was just shocked at how personal they got, and I was like, and like, but you could really tell that Kim Kardashian was in her feelings, bro. She was in her feelings. This bitch was mad. Like, she was mad. She got no love.
They falling out of grace, bro. What they doing? They ain't doing nothing.
Oh yeah, it was I forget the white dude name. But he came up there. He said, Kim Kardashian. He said, "Close your legs." He said, "Your vagina got more beef than Kendrick Lamar and Drake."
That's That's tough. Hey,
Like,
that's what you. I mean,
Listen, that's
y'all
what
make y'all make y'all shit public. That's what the fuck you get, bro.
Yeah.
And now you just an old hoe. I mean, you ain't a young hoe no more. You old hoe.
No, I mean she should be happy, but I'm pretty sure she got a lot of money for that tricking academy that she done started up.
Yeah, I mean.
You know how to be a hoe. I'm your professor. And ain't no allegedly to that because she showed her own tape. Ain't no alleged to that. Bitch, you did it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you put yourself out there for that shit. I mean, they subject themselves to so much shit, bro. I mean, it's always gonna come back around, bro. Always. So I mean, hey, your time is up. Your spotlight. I mean, you still got the money, you still got the businesses, but as far as like relevancy, like
fame.
That's probably why she started fucking Tom Brady, so she could stay in the spotlight some kind of way.
Yeah, man. It's a young movement now.
And you think Tom Brady sweating over that? I gave up a supermodel to have an 8 and 9 season. Bitch, you think I'm worried about you?
Real talk. That man ain't worried about that.
Just wait. Tom Brady about 47 years old. Well, just wait. In a year, he gonna bust out with his 23-year-old girlfriend. Just wait.
Off top, you already know it's gonna happen. You already know these motherfuckers. You already know that's what they do, bro.
He gonna have that 23-year-old girlfriend.
They get the closest thing to young that motherfuckers won't say. Nigga, what you really doing?
And nobody's gonna say nothing because Tom Brady, like Michael Jordan, is another one of them niggas who get a pass on everything.
Football Drake.
So. He terrible.
He probably got kids floating out there too.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I wouldn't doubt it. They be quiet back behind the scenes until shit pop off. Like a motherfucker come with a golf club and start beating your car up and shit. Like no, Tiger was fucking so many hoes when he laid. Like, that shit always comes to the lady and slip, bro. All these motherfuckers be doing shit behind it, bro. When you famous and you got access to a lot of shit, bro.
Robert Chandler has entered the building.
We gonna stop talking now.
Robert Chandler has entered the building.
We gonna stop talking now.
Hey, what did you want to ask him?
Rob, go check on Ant and see if he Jordan's son.
Yeah, it's Anthony Edwards.
Somebody said his birthday and Jordan's last game against the Hawks. The timelines lined up. I think it was like
line up for Jamie Foxx and Jimmy Butler. I'm sticking to that story till I die, nigga.
I don't know about Jamie Foxx, but
no, Nick, I'm sticking with that story till I die. Because Jimmy Butler was adopted, nigga. Jimmy Butler was raised by a white family.
Jordan dropped the ball.
And that was right when Jamie Foxx was getting that In Living Color money, when he was running around as Wanda. How do you look?
Hey. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's craziness.
Them boys.
Well, Aaron, have you kept up with these? Kendrick Lamar pretty much dropped the whole fucking album of just diss songs on Drake.
Essentially, not to mention a dance song.
That nigga dropped the EP. just in a week, just talking about Drake, man.
He just dropped the whole album, just called "Fuck Aubrey."
Yeah, pretty much. The Meet the Grams joint was that hit different. So I don't know who winning right now because the Heart 6, the one that Drake dropped. I don't know if he dropped it today or yesterday.
No, he dropped it. Yeah, he dropped it last night.
Yesterday. These boys going in on each other. It's a whole lot of like rumors and assumptions and all this other kind of stuff. And it's like, I don't know no more, man. I don't know no more.
Now, Sean, we did the reaction to Euphoria. You were not impressed. Tell the people what you texted me early Saturday morning.
Oh, I told you I apologize. I had to apologize to Kendricks because he smoked Drake ass. I was like, okay, all right, my fault. Let me give you another chance. I don't listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was just that song, but yeah, he shut me the fuck up. So I apologize.
Yeah,
Kendrick
Euphoria
Sharp.
wasn't that dope, but
Yeah.
the other
Yeah.
two joints, yeah, they killed.
I said this last night while I was doing a reaction video. Bro, it's now making sense to me. J. Cole made a business decision.
Yeah,
That's why he bowed out. He knows what this man was capable of.
Yeah.
Somebody better call this
It's like, yo, bro, this ain't what you want to do, man. Get your bike and get the fuck out of there, bro. Ride the fuck out of there. Put on your Crocs, get on your bike, and ride the fuck out of there, bro. You don't want nothing smoke. You don't want nothing to smoke.
Yeah, like I said, I listened to Drake's new response, if you will. But like I said, he seemed more on the defensive. He seemed way more on the defensive because, Kendrick basically calling him, saying he a pedo. He said he a pedo. He a pedophile, and that he lying, this, that, and the third. Drake tried to make it seem like we told him that information is not true because we knew he was going to run with it with these diss tracks. Like, that to me is fucking stupid. I mean, like they have an inside man in Kendrick's camp who they was telling all of this information, getting to tell Kendrick all this information so he could put it on a diss track so he could be lying and look stupid. That ain't what the streets saying, nigga.
We see you out here with these young ass motherfuckers talking about you giving advice. Bitch, you do it for what, nigga? You Degrassi, nigga. What you talking about? Like,
didn't he kiss a teenager?
Females? Yeah, like that's on video, my nigga. What are you talking about? Yeah. Like we see that, nigga. Motherfucker, we see it. Like, what y'all talking about, nigga? There's cameras everywhere, motherfuckers. We see it.
Nigga, do you know I can see you?
Yeah, motherfucker. These work, motherfucker. Like, what you talking about? They out here wilding, bro. Like, yeah, nigga, you doing some weird ass shit. And motherfuckers bringing that shit to light. Like, I don't know if that shit been out there, but nobody's been really looking at that shit. But now that motherfuckers making allegations, niggas are quick to go back and pull shit the fuck out that you done, bro. That's why these motherfuckers got to understand shit always gonna come to light. This ain't the old days when motherfuckers sending smoke signals and goddamn birds and pigeons and shit, or fucking running up the camera and shit like that just to take a snapshot. No, these shits is pinging every fucking where. Somebody got something on your ass right the fuck now. Know that your shit always gonna come to light, bro. These niggas need to stop being weird. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's the title of the podcast.
You can't say it better than that. I mean,
it's weird.
You really can't. You can't say it better than that.
We need to put that on the shirt. Stop being weird.
You hear that,
Stop
Heather?
being weird, huh?
You hear that, Heather? That's the next shirt we gotta make.
Crazy.
Stop being weird. Sean and Aaron will get the first shirts because that was a good idea.
I'm rocking that everywhere. I'm taking that in the home.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And Rob just said they need to stop molesting kids. I mean, if that's what they're doing allegedly, I agree with you 100%.
Absolutely.
But Drake pulled the Nicki Minaj joint in this joint where he rapped and then the last part of the song he was just talking. That's where I'm like, man, you like you lose me when you start talking. The only nigga who talked on a battle rap and it was so thorough that it was just as vicious as the lyrics was Pac on Hit 'Em Up. That's the only person who got away with it because he said fuck everybody. And he got away with it. He said fuck Biggie, fuck Bad Boy. There's a motherfucking label and crew, and if you want to be down with Bad Boy, then fuck you too. Like, I mean, that's so like when Nicki Minaj did it when she did the diss track on Meg. Nicki came out the gates, pause, so thorough in that song at Meg. I was like, oh, this may be an all-timer. Then she stopped and started talking and whispering. That's when that shirt is necessary. Stop being weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop being weird.
Tough.
I mean, is it the
right now
sugar or what?
My question now is like, what's the crux of this? Like, where do we go from here? Y'all just keep going back and forth for the next month? Are y'all gonna put out an album? Like, are we gonna get a Stop the Violence campaign? Like, what's really about to happen here with y'all going back and forth like this? Because the last time we saw something like this, at least for me, the last real meaningful beef was like 50 Ja Rule situation. Nobody else has had like a actual worthwhile beef to me. Like
I would go a little further. I would go a little after that. I would say 50 and Rick Ross.
I guess.
Because nobody really because that's actually a beef that 50 really didn't win.
Yeah.
He really didn't win. I mean, I'm not saying that he lost, but he didn't win. because 50 pretty much ended Ja Rule's career as far as relevancy. He didn't do that in Raw.
Yeah, Jay said Ja Rule did it himself.
He did a lot of that. I don't think he really needed 50 help with
that. That shit was so crazy because 50 used to talk shit about Ja Rule for singing and then turn around and do 21 questions. Nigga, like, how the fuck do you talk about a nigga shit and then stealing shit and send that nigga back? And that's wild to me, Dad.
Oh, man.
Jeffrey. He let him do that to you, boy.
He did, and because what was it? After Get Rich or Die Trying, he was singing on every hook from every album after that.
Mm-hmm.
Every album,
and nobody said shit because Ja Rule really didn't say shit. Now Rob just puts stop molesting kids before Rob shows up at their house. Only you can prevent forest fires. What?
Rob, man. That's why I don't show up on Fridays, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't want no parts of that, nigga. I love you, Rob. I ain't got time for this, nigga. I do too much smoking to be talking to your ass, nigga. No.
Rob had receipts last Friday, bro.
I don't want to see him.
Right. It was something, bro. It was.
Well, he bought Michelle birth certificate. Not funny for Rob.
Some people just shouldn't have that. you gotta take the internet away from some people.
That's crazy. That's craziness.
All love, my boy. All love.
All love.
Rob know I talk shit about him where he right beside me, nigga.
Yeah, it's a lot of. He talks a lot of heavy stuff, and I'm not gonna sit here and call anybody crazy because we finding out more and more shit that we didn't think would have been possible just 5 years ago. With the exception of Diddy, because people were saying that about Diddy for the last 20 years.
Yeah,
but everybody else. A lot of stuff going on that we would not have fathomed. When we heard Dreams and Nightmares, nobody would have thought that Meek Mill would be on an audio getting,
Man, I had to take that joint off my gym playlist.
I'm fucking weak.
You can't rob that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't look, nigga. Nah, you can't rock that shit. I'm sorry, Meek, bro. Yeah, like that used to be my dude too. Shit, I used to fucking love Meek. Shit was my shit, nigga. I was with that. I was listening to that motherfucker back when he was battle rapping and shit before he even made it to the industry and shit like that. But
he was battle rapping Freeway.
Yeah, all them niggas back there in Philly and shit like that. Reed Dollars, all them boys was back there doing that thing. I was down in that scene.
He battle rap Cassidy too, and he lost, but he tried.
Man, Cassidy, that motherfucker though, bro.
No, but that's why Cassidy ain't. That's why Cassidy bowed the fuck out, man. He wasn't doing that shit.
Cassidy really wasn't no industry motherfucker, but if you tried to battle that nigga, yeah,
it's a rap.
That motherfucking bars is crazy, nigga. I still ain't seen a motherfucker battle. That's one nigga, dog, bro. If I had to have a motherfucker battle rap for me or I die, nigga, I pick Cassidy in a minute, nigga. That nigga be killing niggas, dog.
The battle that I wanted to see that never happened, at least I never heard about it. Tell me if I'm wrong, was Cassidy versus Conceited.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I wanted to see Cassidy versus Conceited or damn it, what's the big boy name off of Wild 'N Out? This was my nigga. I can't believe I'm having a brain fart right now. Not Hitman Holla, because all of them battled each other.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, he did battle Hitman.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in the prime. They be trying to sign Cassidy now because you're an old head and shit
so
like
what?
that. Back in the day, though, I'm talking about prime Cassidy. Like, Mike Tyson was in his prime. When Cassidy was in his prime, nigga, it won't nobody fucking with that nigga. He an old head now. Old niggas got, kind of die down. You know what I'm saying? It's always the next nigga up.
Charlie Clips. That's what I'm talking about.
Charlie Clips,
yeah. Clips. I mean, basically all the niggas that Nick Cannon got on Wild 'N Out now. That he's had on there for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But you see, you know, Cassidy's still that nigga, and he just, but again, you like to say he ain't an industry nigga. Some niggas is not doing that. Some people just their morals will not do that.
Or some people just can't make a fucking industry song.
That is true.
Battle rapping and fucking making an industry track is two totally different things.
Totally.
It's why we was talking about that shit with Drake and Kendrick. Drake is an industry motherfucker. He can make a good song. This nigga's not really a battle rapper. I don't know what the fuck he doing. Kendrick is more of a battle rapping type of motherfucker, the way that his metaphors and bars are, but he's still an industry nigga, which kind of makes him more like, that's why Drake is so, it's so hard to place these motherfuckers in the same kind of thing, because I don't think that they're in the same kind of genre as far as music that you can battle these two niggas together. It's not like a Jay-Z and a Nas who are in the same plane, or Beanie Siegel and a Jadakiss who are more like in the same plane. Kendrick and Drake are like it's like pop and fucking like hard rap. It's like it don't mix. It don't really look like a good beat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I probably would have left on y'all, but you know, that's the type of shit I did.
No, I 100% agree with you, which has kind of been
no. The points that you was making was perfect. Again, when I was listening to Meet the Grams, and it was another joint. Meet the Grams, Not Like Us.
Not like us.
That was the dance joint.
Yeah, that's when he dropped the dance joint. That's where I was like, okay, this might turn into something a little more dangerous, because that's what I was expecting Drake to do. I was expecting him to do one of his little soft boy joints where he make a little dance and have everybody do a Tootsie Slide 2 or something
like side to side.
Exactly. But
like,
good with
you. Yeah. Like on my point, J. Cole and Kendrick could have battled. That's a battle.
Way better. That would have been a
that, because they are the type of they're in the same genre when it comes to like their type of music and shit like that, with the metaphors and punchlines and shit like that. They should battle, not Drake. Why the fuck is he in there?
But you see, it makes sense. J. Cole made a business decision. He said, "I can't do it." He said, "I know what this nigga is capable of."
Yeah, I don't know what Drake thought he was.
I honestly think if he stayed in it, he would have ran that boy into the ground. My personal thought is, if J. Cole, I honestly think his heart just wasn't in the beef. Like, because when I listen to First Person Shooter, I'm like, this doesn't sound like a diss to me. This doesn't sound like somebody coming after somebody else. Because if you remember correctly, what was the joint Kendrick did way back when with Big Sean? Oh man, is it No Parachutes? Whatever it was, where he called out everybody in the industry at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all remember that track.
I do. That was before Kendrick really blew up as far as a mainstream joint.
Well, I've been following him for a little while. So at that point for me, he was already mainstream. But to me, that was like a friendly jab. Like, hey, everybody come out, bring your best raps, whatever the situation was. That's not where the industry went. And then I listened to First Person Shooter. I'm like, I don't hear a diss here. So that's why for me, like that was like, yo, that I felt like Kendrick took that a little too personally, like unnecessarily personal. It was like, bro, you called people out before. That's where you were like a couple of years back. He was like, yo, everybody bring your best raps. This guy says, who's the big three? Is it Kendrick, Drake, or me? That doesn't sound like a diss. That's not a diss. That's just a question. Who's the best? Is it me? I'm pretty good. That's not a diss. And then that 7-minute drill, I feel like he should have left that out. Like, don't walk that back. Like, you were upset. You made your point. Keep it out there. Don't walk that back. But if he stayed in the fight, he would dog walk. He would 100% dog walk my man.
Who, J. Cole?
I'm a big fan of both of them.
You think J. Cole would have dog Kendrick?
Dog walk my man. Dog walking.
I don't know, man.
That would have been a battle.
That would have been a battle, because honestly, if you listen to some of them songs that Kendrick doing, it damn near sound like he toying with Drake. But I think because he know that lyrically Drake's not on his level. Now, if it was J. Cole, if J. Cole had to stayed in it, oh yes, that'd have been epic.
That's because they're in the same plane. That's why I said it don't make sense, this beef for real, because it's like nobody really, like, Drake is not somebody that you turn on the fucking CD on and be like, I want to hear this nigga talk gangster shit about people. Like that ain't Drake's lane. Drake is a fucking pop star, run around Degrassi, be on TV type ass motherfucker. Not to make it a bad thing, because you're an entertainer, you know what I'm saying? But you're just not a street motherfucker. Nobody sees you as a street motherfucker. Know where you came from.
No, he's
so you can't really.
Yeah, most of his lyrics, if you listen to him, even on like his earliest albums, he's always like, my boys, my family, my cousins, my people. They do that street stuff, and I stand in the back here and I watch everybody else. Like that's how he's always portrayed himself. Like I hang around these people. That's not who I am.
He let them ATL niggas pump him up. He did. I mean, he let them ATL niggas. He always on the track with Future and 2 Chainz, and he let them ATL niggas pump him up. Well, now you got a nigga from the West Side who is he at you, bro. He foot on the throat.
Yeah, bro. And dropping them several, man. He had his ghostwriters like, nigga, right? Nigga, what you doing? Nigga dropped like 5 albums on my ass.
Yeah. What do I pay you people for?
Exactly. Because a real lyricist would have came out by some shit by now. If a nigga dropping like 3, 4, 5 albums on your ass right now, nigga. I'm on the guy. Nigga, turn on the goddamn booth, nigga. He talking too much shit. I gotta get right back at his ass though. I mean, but you said he didn't come out with a track though, didn't he?
He came out with a track yesterday, but that's after Kendrick released 3.
Yeah, true talk. So I mean, hey, I still ain't heard that joke because when you see a nigga get his ass whooped and then you hear motherfuckers talk about they outside fighting again, I already know what the fuck gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to see it. What the fuck I'm listening to the song for? I already know you about to whip your ass.
Yo, that's real.
I don't need to hear it.
That's real shit.
Whoop your ass. Like, oh, crazy about that fight. Oh, he gonna whoop his ass. Ain't nobody gonna care about that nigga. I don't want to see that shit. No. I don't want to listen to that. Crazy?
Kendrick done dissed this nigga so much, everybody's like totally forgot that Rick Ross was at Drake too.
Yeah, man. Anybody worry about Ricky.
You know his plane just crashed, right?
What?
His plane crashed on Friday. Yeah.
So
his plane, his plane crashed crash landed in Dallas. Mm-hmm. He's fine, but you know what he said? He said Drake's OVO fighter jet shot him down. He said Drake's OVO fighter jet is why Rick Ross crashed. I was like, damn.
Yeah, really?
Like niggas,
like Drake said, he turning 50. Go home, big dog. Go home.
Go handle them lemon pepper wings, nigga. And Wingstop, nigga. Handle that business.
Go handle them kids, nigga.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit from you, Ricky. Sit down.
Oh shit.
He trying to stay in that bitch. Yeah, nigga, I was there too, nigga. I was there too. No, Rick. My boy. Sit down.
This is not there
with the uncles in there. Go in there and play spades and dominoes, nigga. That's where you go. Not out here with these kids, dog. Not out here with these kids.
Spades.
You in the house with us. Come on in the house, Rick. Run in there.
You think he'd be secretly playing Pinochle too?
Yeah, I know. You know, Pacino and Bingo and shit. Better not miss that goddamn B5, nigga.
Oh, shoot.
That's tough though.
Hey man, man, come on now. I'm Ross from Miami. You from Miami? You gotta stand up for your boy. I'm just fucking with you.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Hey, listen, I love my man. Like we talked about last time, he's got a lot of hits with a lot of the people he beefing with on it. But I don't think I have no clue why he's in this. I honestly think he should just go sit down.
I don't know why none of these niggas is beefing.
Yeah, real talk. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it feels almost calculated how out the blue this is.
Yes.
It feels.
I understand that Chris and Quavo don't. You can see the history, but why these other niggas beefing? Because somebody talking about who's the best MC or some shit like that.
I can understand why Nicki and Meg was beefing too, because I've seen that brewing for the last couple of years. I mean, I don't think Nicki likes the fact that Cardi B, Sweetie, Lotto, all these people are coming for her top spot. I mean, Meg ain't the first person to beef with, so I can see that coming. But yeah, all these other rap beefs, you think the labels was like, okay, we're losing some attention. Okay, see, Rob, I knew Rob was gonna say it. He said distraction from politics. Okay.
He's probably right. And shit like that. Throw some shiny in front of us and shit like that.
Yeah. For everybody watching right now, if Drake and Kendrick beefing distracts you from the presidential election coming up,
something wrong with you.
You're the problem. You're the problem.
You can't multitask.
Oh no, he said and then he said distract from Diddy.
Ain't nobody distracted from Diddy. We know he doing some shit.
Yeah, he either going to jail or he not at this point.
Nigga,
I got nothing.
I'm still gonna watch Stranger Things. Like, what is it distracting me from? Motherfuckers always talk about this shit. That's when the shit be like, oh, it's a distraction. Like, I'm looking at this shit 324 hours a day, nigga. Like, I do have other hours to look at other shit or understand what the fuck is really going in this world, though. Like, if you distracted niggas, it'd be wild to me. Like, no, I still know what the fuck is happening, nigga. Like,
Exactly. You just wanted the distraction. That's
Maybe
all.
Maybe this was just to distract the black people.
You don't need a whole lot.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The other races is more turned by it, bro. I've been here. Look, the dude who's the cook at my job. As soon as I walked through the door this morning, and he's a white dude, real cool dude. As soon as I walked through the door, did you hear Kendrick over the weekend?
Nigga was just waiting to talk to you about it. He needed something to talk about, nigga.
You see her rap, nigga? That nigga was studying all night long.
Hey, you're right, because he told me he listened to Euphoria about 10 times, bro.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure he understood so he could talk to you about that shit.
Hey, shout out to you, Mr. Dan. He my homie, but yeah, he's into that shit. He loves it.
Fucking talk to Brandon tomorrow. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Hey! Play that goddamn Euphoria one more time for my boy.
You know how I go, man.
Hey, yo.
Sorry, man. I've been smoking a little bit.
Man, and on that note, I'm gonna catch y'all boys next time. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the kids ready. I'm gonna get the kids ready for bed. We pretty much covered everything that I wanted to talk about. We covered the playoffs, we covered the roast, even talked a little football, and talked about this rap beef. So but I mean, Netflix, that's a crazy week for Netflix. You had the roast on Sunday. Cat Williams had a special that dropped on Saturday on Netflix. I gotta catch that, because I got Netflix, but I don't be watching it like that. But I tell you what, July 20th, when that Mike Tyson fight comes, you better know it.
Mike Tyson? What are you talking about? Mike Tyson and Jake Paul?
Yeah, so it's an actual pro fight. It's not an exhibition. It's a real fight. Shit.
That was my thought exactly.
That was
shit, man. You want to see that goddamn shit?
Okay.
I want to see that shit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you want to see it because you're a boxing.
Okay then, nigga. That's like all right.
But that's a bullshit ass fight, and you
watch. I bet you that joint make a hell of a bag though.
Of course, it's gonna make a bag because niggas ain't seen Mike Tyson fight in a minute, and they probably gonna pay for half of the shit just to make it look like people really interested in that shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. That fight. I want to tell you all that shit. Sit the fuck down, Michael.
Would you say that to his face?
Nah.
Are you joking? I'm running, sir. I'm running, sir.
Mike got a tendency to take a liking to stuff we.
Well, see, I'm sorry, Mike, because he got a tendency to come after niggas. Ain't that what Jamie Foxx said?
Yeah.
So, Michael, I apologize, sir. Do as you will.
Well, my interest level was dependent upon whether it was a real fight or exhibition. Because if it's an exhibition, they might do like they did with that Roy Jones shit and call it a draw, even though it's clear Mike Tyson won. It affects your professional record, and Mike Tyson cannot smoke weed before the fight, which means he's going to be very irritated.
What you mean I can't smoke weed?
Yep.
What do you mean?
You can't smoke weed before the fight. He smoked he told everybody, he said, right before when I smoked the blunt before the Roy Jones fight.
But did they say anything about, uppers, downers, crack, cocaine, mushrooms, anything? Just
any of that shit, bro. No, you can't do none of that. They test for all of that
speaking of uppers and downers, did you see Ryan Garcia's situation?
I talked about that the last show.
Oh, yeah.
He tested positive for the PD. That's fucked up, man. If that is true, because look, I'm gonna tell you what. I think people make a big deal out of PED. Like if you play baseball or you play golf and you're using PEDs, I don't give a fuck. But any combat sport, even football, If a nigga on PED's playing football, no, nigga. Like you could kill somebody. Like just like in UFC or boxing, you on PED's, nigga, for real. And he fucked Devin Haney up. Like, he fucked him up the second half of that fight.
That's a criminal offense, then, sir.
Damn, it could be taking his ass.
Because you out here powering up doing some illegal shit and you damn near beat me to a pulp, nigga. That's criminal offense, sir.
This man popping sensu beans before the fight.
Yeah, that nigga leveled up, nigga. What the fuck is that? That's wild, yeah. I'm coming after you, sir.
Oscar De La Hoya then had to kind of try to deflect. Well, him and Canelo almost got into a fight the other day. That shit was funny. He stood right next to Canelo and said, "Put some respect on my fucking name." He said, "I made you." I was like, and Canelo, Canelo started speaking nothing but Spanish. I said, he cussing his ass out in Spanish.
If I'm buddy, I'm like, oh, you was drugged up and you beat me like that?
Yeah.
Rerun that shit, and I'm gonna test your ass right before the match, and I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh, Devin Haney then already came out on ESPN and said, hold up, we put our life on the line when we get in this ring, and you gonna cheat? I mean, but bottom line is, this is how the streets think in boxing. The word, like, if the second test comes back positive, basically the fight is called a no contest, which means the loss comes off of Haney's record and the win comes off of Garcia's record. But the world saw you get your ass whipped. You got to see that man again. The world saw you get your ass beat. You got to see that man again.
Yeah,
it's like when Miguel Cotto lost to It's like when Cotto lost to Margarito, and then Margarito's next fight, they found the loaded gloves against Shane Mosley that brought all of his victories into question because he beat the shit out of Miguel Cotto so bad, his face looked like a marshmallow. Cotto said, I'm going to see your ass again, and this time you ain't going to cheat. And Cotto beat his ass.
My thing is, like, why y'all ain't checking the gloves and shit while they in the motherfucker, though? Like, why can't they, do all that shit previously? And ain't they standing there when the motherfuckers put their shit on anyway?
What happened with Margarito is they had plaster apparel that looked just like the fucking hand wraps. So you put it on the hand wraps, and like you putting a cast on. So the shit starts hardening up. When the motherfucker started, when they did the hand wraps, Mosley's trainer was in there, and they pulled the glove off, and a block fell out the goddamn glove. It was plaster apparel, So and incidentally, Shane Mosley.
How long does it take to dry?
After that happened, huh?
How long does that take to dry? Because don't they check it again when they in the fucking ring?
No, because when you go out to the ring, your hands are wrapped, the gloves are on.
I'm talking about, don't they like pack the gloves
when they do that?
Oh yeah, but you not when that happens, because if you watch a Tyson fight, Tyson is trying to pierce his knuckles through the glove so you can feel the most of his fist. If you got plaster, if you know you coming in with loaded gloves, you ain't gonna do nothing out the normal. You may go like this.
I'm talking about the referee.
No, all the referee does is make sure that the gloves are correctly taped on the hand. They don't take the glove off and look at your hand wraps when you're in the ring.
That might be something they need to look into.
They used to, though. They used to. Back in the day, they used to come to the ring with just the hand wrap on before they put the gloves on. Yeah. And that was something they did back in the day. And I mean, well, again, this happened with Margarito. This happened 15 years ago. It hasn't happened since then. But if niggas gonna be juicing, nah, bro. Like Ryan Garcia, I hope it's not true. But if that happens, he's gonna get suspended. The fight is gonna come off of his record. I don't think it's going to affect his draw as a fighter because he's still a popular fighter. But you got to see Devin Haney again, bro.
Yeah.
You got to see him. And if you Devin Haney, you got to demand it. Fuck that.
If I'm Devin Haney or whoever old buddy was that got his ass beat, I'm whipping your ass.
Matter of fact, I might have to see you in the street, nigga.
I'm going to train like a motherfucker for this one, nigga. If I won't train in the first time, motherfucker, I'm training this time. I'm trying to beat the fucking shit out your ass on live TV, nigga. One of the Martin situations where he's hanging out the ring and shit, nigga. I'm trying to toss your ass. Goddamn juice up and beat me. You already feel bad. You got your ass whooped. Now you know that motherfucker cheated and beat your ass. That shit even worse.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so all right, fellas. This has been fun. This has been very fun. I will be back on Friday. Of course, boy, you better not walk in front of this damn computer screen. Are you joking?
But naked.
Man.
Wow.
Man. What the hell? He was getting ready to walk his ass. I was like, dude,
They would have shut you down immediately.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Demonetized immediately. You would have had to. You'd have been asleep. All you heard was, "I just sir,
Yeah.
let me talk to you for a second."
Yeah. My God. He
Wow.
need me to put his do-rag on because you know he got the twist now. He about to get in the shower.
Yeah, yeah.
Just came down here in the boxes. That's it.
They don't care, man. He in his house chilling. He don't know.
Yeah,
All right,
he
y'all
in the
boys.
house chilling, my brother. You're like,
All right, my boy. Peace.
don't,
Love y'all. I'll see y'all next time.
all right,
All right, my
homie.
boy.
Yeah, nah, but don't do that. Come here. Don't do
And
that.
tell Roman chill out.
He can hear you. Say it again.
Hey, man. Hey, man. You can't be just watching Daddy live. You can't be doing that, my boy.
No, man. It's enough fucking weirdos out here. Make me have to kill somebody. Hell no. But anyway, yes, I will be back on Friday unless there are any new diss tracks that me and Sean need to do a reaction to.
If it's Drake, I don't want to hear it.
But y'all know what Friday is. I will go over the NBA, any other sports related stuff, and then conspiracy theories with Robert. For my bro Sean, it's your boy Brendan Bravon Town. Sports Plus Life. We out this bitch. Peace. We love ya.
Peace.